bourbon, single barrel Bardstown picks, and mystery bags. It's going to be a good one. Bourbon Player 1 starts right now.
Oh, what a stick! Oh my.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Bourbon Player 1. I am your host, Jonathan. Today, we're going to be talking about some single barrel Bardstown picks, some mystery bags I found, and Vergne, Tennessee bourbon. So let's get right to it. Today's pour, we are sipping with Mitt. So, Sips with Mitt is a single barrel bourbon that was recently released by Bardstown. Now, 6 years ago, Bardstown started this adventure with some people who opted into getting their single barrel program. Hence, Bardstown's not going to be doing the single barrel program anymore, but some lucky shops were able to get some single barrel bourbons that they had already signed up for before they pulled the plug on it. This is one of them. This is in Vergne, Tennessee. Vergne Beverage Depot is right down there. Really nice people who haven't stopped by. That's kind of who we're going to be talking about today. And this is their pick. Bardstown Collection Sips with Mitt. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. It is a single barrel bourbon. It is not like any Bardstown bourbon I've had before because it's single barrel. It shouldn't be like a blended Bardstown. But we'll have a couple sips of it. Ooh, that's opened up well. It's a good one. If they have any left, I highly recommend you're in the Nashville area. Drive down to Vergne Beverage Depot, grab you a bottle, $80 plus tax, can't go wrong. That being said, while we were there, and what I thought would be a lot of fun for this week's stream is they do a mystery bag. Now, Mitt, or whoever builds them there, gets some different alcohol. Could be bourbon, could be vodka, could be tequila. I honestly don't know. And they put them into these mystery bags. Now they have $50 bags, $25 bags, even some little tiny $10 bags that you can just buy. They're shut. You don't know what's in them. While I was there, I was like, you know what? It'd be great content this week for us to go ahead and open some live on the stream and see kind of what happens. So this week, that is exactly what we are going to do. First things first. Let's go ahead and take a moment and talk about subscribing. Do you subscribe to this stream? If you don't, you really should. There's a button right here. You should click it. You should tell me all about how much you enjoy this. Leave a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see on the show. It takes a second. It costs you nothing. Click the subscribe button. Click that bell so you get notifications when we go live every Monday. Thanks for supporting the show. That being said, let's get to opening, shall we? So first up, oh gosh, this is heavy. We have our $25 mystery bag. Hasn't been opened. I didn't cheat. I didn't peek. So we're going to experience this live. Now, the guy at the shop said you almost always get your money back out of it in some form, whether it's in what you want or not. But we're going to see what's in here right now. So my reactions are going to be live. Hopefully it's good. That being said, no further ado. Stapled up pretty good. Okay. All right. Quite an interesting bag. So we're going to go one at a time here. We're just going to reach in. We're not going to spoil too much here. First bottle out. Sutter Home Fruit Infusions Wild Berry. So we've got some wild berry refreshing summer wine, it looks like. That is a big bottle. Value, you'll see below. Not too bad. First bottle up. Next in, let's see what we've got. Truly flavored vodka, wild berry. Man, this is a berry blast in this bag, isn't it? They had a theme going. I wonder if it continues. But yeah, nothing wrong. It's a nice summer hot day. Needs some ice, needs some flavored drink. There we go. Next up, we've got some little stuff in here. I have to be careful with it. Got Jim Beam Classic Highball, Bourbon and Seltzer with a hint of citrus. Well, that's fun. I honestly haven't seen too many of these yet. So we've got a single shooter of some Jim Beam, a little bourbon in a can. Could be delicious. Again, nice carbonation, good for the summer months. A couple more things in here I'm feeling. We've got Wild Card, Classic Hard Punch New Amsterdam. One can. Interesting. So it looks like we're going to be about 2 bottles and some cans and maybe some shooters are kind of what we're going to get in here. Oh, we've got a little old-fashioned 1792 original cocktails. Nice. Let's see what else we got in here. Looks like we've got two more things. We've got Dr. McGillicuddy's world famous peach whiskey. Let that zoom in a little bit there. Huh. Little tiny shooter. Put that in your bag for later. And last but certainly not least, Calypso Silver Tequila Shooter. Why not? Just getting ready for the summer months in this bag, it looks like. Cool. So, did it after $25? I'll let you know in the comments below. Pretty cool bag. Definitely a lot of assortment in the bag. We've got vodka, we've got wine, we've got a little bit of bourbon. I would have liked to have seen more bourbon, but again, it is a random bag, so you never know what you're going to get. Let's take a sip. All right. We've got one more bag to open. Oh, this one's heavy. This one's got a lot of bottles in it. So this is the $50 mystery bag. They only had one of these in the whole store. That's why I bought it. I figured, you know what? Let's just take it off the hands. Maybe they'll make some more. Or maybe, maybe not. So the Vergne Bourbon Co. We're not going to peek. We're just going to reach in here and grab these bottles. First bottle, we've got more truly flavored vodka wild berry. Well, if one bottle was enough, a second one will sure do the trick, huh? That'll be plenty for us to have. Another huge bottle. Let's pull this one out. Get out of the way. Whoa, that's a big bottle of margarita mix. So Hornitos margarita mix. We will have margaritas for days. It's funny, I was actually just talking about margaritas the other day and how I wanted some. So I'm not sure if we're going to need mix for this or if this is already pre-mixed. Hornitos, we have plate tequila and triple sec. So this is just the mix. We're still going to have to make a little bit more. It's pre-mixed. We're good to go. We can just pour this on some ice and drink it. It'd be delicious. So there's a little tequila. That's a big bottle of tequila mix. Oh my goodness. All right, there's the big bottles. They're out of the way. Let's reach in here and see what else we got. Vita Coco spiked, because when you want to be hydrated but also get hammered. Vita Coco. Captain Morgan's Strawberry Daiquiri. It's not too terrible. Why not get hydrated and drink at the same time? Again, stuff you would never probably buy if you were just walking down the store shelves. That's why it's fun, because you're going to get something new to try and see what you think of it. Next up, we've got Premium All Natural Margarita Mix. Makes about 2 margaritas. Filthy, I think is the name. Filthy, a Filthy Parterita, right there, in a pouch. I guess you just screw it off and pour it. Looks kind of like gluten-free. I'm glad they put that on there for their drink mix. It's gluten-free. Why not? All right, next up, got the Club Long Island Iced Tea, little tiny shooter. Like the little tiny shooters in here. Next, we've got Wild Card New Amsterdam Hard Punch. Party in a can right there. Again, probably a lot of this stuff I'm just going to be taking to the pool, giving away to people if they're thirsty. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all about fun. Another New Amsterdam Wild Card Lemon Hard Tea. A couple more shooters in here. We're going to grab one at a time. We got Dr. McGillicuddy's Blackberry Whiskey. A little tiny one. Look at that. It's a shooter. I'm going to drink this in one shot, be done with it, feel good. And another Dr. McGillicuddy's Intense Peach Whiskey. So we've got quite a few little Dr. McGillicuddy's. We've got 2 peach whiskeys, and we got a blackberry whiskey. And that is the end of the bag. So that is all of it, guys. We got through all of it. Now then, my verdict so far, I'm walking into the depot. I didn't expect it to be all bourbon. I expected there to be maybe 1 bottle of bourbon in the 2 big bags. Maybe a Jack Daniels. Nothing fancy, but just something. Really, nothing like that going on. La Vergne, great liquor store. Would I buy the mystery bags again? Probably not. Not really my cup of tea, but just wanted to leave a review for it, talk about it, so that way if you're in there, you can make your own decision. If you like a good assortment, you don't really care what you're drinking, you have a great time. If you're looking for something in particular, you're probably going to want to just go buy your bottle, more or less considered. Glad we could do the review for you here. I definitely got some stuff I'm going to try, which is fun, but probably would not do it again. That being said, that's going to do it for the show this week. A little mystery bag, talking a little about their Bardstown single barrel pick, which in my opinion is delicious. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next week. I've got a lot of great feedback. We're talking about The Witcher Season 3. We're talking about different animes that are currently being watched. We're talking about video gaming. So leave a comment, subscribe, click the bell. Helps out the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in to Bourbon Player 1. We'll see you next week.